Hi everybody, this is Arbutus and this is Outer Wilds. We're going to jump right back in here because we got some serious exploring to do. So last time, you may remember, we found out quite a bit more about Brittle Hollow and quite a bit more about the solar system as a whole, in fact. We learned that that is an orbital cannon that the Nomai constructed around Giant's Deep and used to find the eye of the universe, theoretically. We'll find out what they actually figured out about that, because today we're heading to the Hourglass Twins. Probably going to be spending more of our time on Ember than on Ash, simply because we know that there is a high energy research station there. Let's take a quick look. The Ash Twin. Where was that piece of information? Yeah, I don't think it was there. The High Energy Lab, here we are. Negative time interval measured at the White Hole Station was further investigated at the High Energy Lab in the canyon at Ember Twins Equator. So, let's go get to it. So, on our map, the Quantum Moon is around Giant's Deep. But we know that that's not always the case. I wish we had a more accurate map like the one in the observatory, but you can't win them all. We'll just take a poster in our spaceship instead. Useful for space travel, posters. Whoops. We're fine. I thought we were up in space. Damn. Had the Quantum Moon in sight and everything, and lost it. Is that the moon there? No, that's one of the twins. That's White Hole Station way out there. Let's head to the twins. So Ash and Ember. Indeed, the equatorial. Bring our velocity way down. And let's land. Oh, there's an explorer here, isn't there? Let's find out more about that. We come in nice and easy. Pop ourselves down. Whoop, avoid that thing. Good. Total success. Man, this little world is spinning like a top. Suit up. I wish we could leave the ship lights on. That would be kind of cool. Let's see if we can find the drums. Right out there. Good. And the drums, of course, are Chert's instrument of choice. Oh, here's a different model of our ship. Oh man, he's got lots of viewports. That's pretty badass. Nice. Very cool. Alright. So, shit, didn't want to do that. Wow. So that's what the central thing is here. Oh no, I really don't want to fall down all this. I want to go talk to our buddy first. So what is going on with this? Something's pouring off that. Looks like we got Yomai ruins on both poles. And where was the old music coming from here? Here's our drums. How did I get so far in the wrong direction from leaving the ship? I honestly don't even know. But we're gonna find our way back. Gonna try to avoid this massive canyon in the center. Yes, so far so good. Let's see, how do we get over there? Can we jump this? Yeah, we got some pretty low G here. Ash Twin cranking around. Whoa, that looks so cool. Wow. Big stuff going on this planet. Big stuff. Lots of things. Ah, this looks familiar. I think we warped here once, and I thought that was the orbital station. Or we didn't warp here, we used the... Ow. Okay, don't touch the cacti in a spacesuit. That's good. Good to know. Makes a lot of sense. So we used this pool once before and watched the sun explode from here. Huh. A lot to see. A couple things to read down there. Pretty cool. I don't think launching our scout down there is gonna do all that much for us. So instead, let's find our drummer. There. Somehow I'm not getting... I swear I've walked all around this whole planet and haven't gotten any closer to this thing. That's our distant one. There we go. Man, is this like parts of this planet moving? I swear I didn't walk that far. Anyway, let's get on up here, refuel our... Oh, Jesus. Good God. Hey, shirt. Jam out a little bit. Hey, shirt. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Hornfels asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or two on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Tell me, what can I do for you? I found something. I found Nomai writing about a hidden planet. How fascinating. It might interest you to know the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible. If you look at the physics of our solar system, it would just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Harthian ships would be able to travel. And honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The farther you go, the less we know. As such, it's well within the realms of possibility such a planet exists. So that's about the quantum world. And if that sixth secret position is way out there, then that would make sense. Kind of beyond our sensors. No sign of the quantum moon right now. Could be anywhere. Could be right behind me. In fact, it usually is right behind me. That's how that stuff works. Got a question for you. How do I know if I've spotted a supernovae? Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespan, which is why it's so unusual to see two in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. Maybe there's something making stars go supernova. What are you doing out here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornfels either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on the Ember Twins' southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright green beam of light into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where did they live? Not on the surface, clearly. The Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground? How dangerous is the big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awful pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Watch out for falling sand, okay? I've had to dig myself out once or twice, and that's not half as fun as it sounds. Huh. So this is another thing very much like the collapse of Brittle Hollow. that it seems like things change over the course of our 20-odd minute adventure here. Okay, wait. Back up here. Jeez, we got some low grav. I want to go ahead and top this off. Excellent. And let's go check out some ruins. Should be able to get down safely here. Yeah. I guess these cracks and crevasses and everything all fill with sand as time goes on. That's very cool that it switches back and forth. We're almost directly under our ship now. Ooh, that looks no good. Okay, we made it. I thought I might die there. We'll keep going. Avoid the spikes. Whoa, what the? Never seen this written on the ground before. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago. We're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. Wow, just a scrawled note. Melleray, this rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Melleray and I went back again to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. So this is the other shard. The other quantum shard that we heard about. We know that there's one on the Hourglass Twins. And from the sounds of this, it's on the northern lake bed. Came in that way. Let's try going out a different way. See what we see. So where are we? We're actually kind of heading south now. I think I'd like to be going north. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. We're good. We're good. Bring it on back. Okay. The other cave in the northern lake bed. Is this actually filling up? Yeah, it is. Look at that. The whole planet's filling up. Man. I had no idea that this game was going to be like this. The sort of timing aspects are fascinating. I wonder how much that's going to factor into the puzzles. I mean, not that I even really know there's puzzles. So far, everything we've seen has been pretty chill. Or not chill. I love puzzles, but has been more or less entirely exploration. So this is the other side, the other cave on the northern lake bed. And we'll see what we can find here. Because I didn't see any specifically like super curious rocks near that last note. So maybe the curious rocks are up here. Unidentified signal. It's coming through the planet. There's more caves. Ah, look at this. Piece of the quantum moon. What do the Yomai have to say about it? Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Burr says, Melleray, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Melleray? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Nona. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We'll learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. The lake bed cave. Oh, and the rock's gone, huh? Will it come back? Yep. Unidentified signal nearby. You're telling me, man. Ah, we can actually get a signal off these. Wow. So cool. Alright. Well, this looks like it's leading down. This may actually be leading us into the lake bed. No, it's not really leading down. It's just curving away from us. Wow, look at that. That whole freaking planet's different now. The northern lake bed. Okay, well, I thought we were kind of exploring the northern lake bed earlier. But let's try getting right up to the North Pole. Yeah, we were. We were exploring the northern lake bed. And we've been in both the caves we can see here. I wonder if there's something lower down, you know, deeper in the lake that we're not able to find because the sand is filling it now. Maybe we just have to get here earlier. But we still have a little bit of time. Jesus. You firing those rockets? Yeah, a little bit. I am going to hop over, or hop into the ship, I mean, and do a little bit of recon. Because there's a lot more to explore here that I just can't see, I don't think. Things like this. Dang, it's hard to fly this thing sometimes. You know what? Screw that. I'm going over here. Oh no. Alright, now we're coming in. This thing is covered in Yomai ruins. Absolutely covered. And these are all right in the path of it too, huh? Okay. Well, let's get up here. Emergency scout recall activated. Yeah, okay. That's mighty close. Filling up that planet. So what's here? This, we have no idea what that could be. So I kind of want to let this pass. Keep like putting myself in the path of it, which isn't my goal. We're running low on fuel. You can hide under here and be safe, it looks like. That is another one of these structures on this world. Made it. Alright. And in here, damn, we're blocked off by plants. Euro, some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assignment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. Euro, hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Euro. Idea, that at least we can agree on. How curious, Raimi thinks I'm a gas, and I don't recall questioning that you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see what state of matter you are has to do anything with this. I don't recall supporting the sun station's construction, but here we are. Okie dokes. Ship's log. So now we learned a little bit more about what the station is that we've seen orbiting the sun. Pretty simply, it's called a sun station. Huh. So up here we have another room. Who'da thunk? And there is the room where our scout was, with a door leading in that looks like it may be locked. Can we open it from this side? No, it's busted. Alright, I also think there's going to be a massive column of sand coming right over our head sometime soon. But let's see if we can't make it over here first. Yikes. Alright, we should be safe under this thing. What in the hell is this? Is this a Yomai? Is there a Yomai here? Wearing a mask. It's like it's part of their spacesuit. And a teleporter. This must be the way to get here from one of the teleportation towers. Is this gonna murder me? Whoa. What is this? What is this? Where am I? I don't see any part of my recognizable part of the solar system. Oh, it's this room. It's this room where we saw these masks. One's fallen. A bunch of others. So it's whatever this symbol is. Okay. 20 minutes, 40 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant's Deep memory statue. Timber Hearth memory statue. 2 minutes until end of cycle transmission. This is all stuff about what we're doing. 21 minutes, 3 seconds ago. 1 minute until end of cycle transmission. Receiving data from probe tracking module. Is that where we are? Oh, there's a lot to read. And another statue. Frequency. Quantum fluctuations. What is this picking up? Cave shard. Is that the one from the twins? Today we finished the excavation of the Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished reallocating all the subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. Poke just sent the warp core to the final tower from us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected. Oh no, we're gonna get blown up in the core of a planet? Come on. Giant's Deep projection stone. Timber Hearth projection stone. Brittle Hollow. Damn. There's so much to learn in this game. I mean, I was just so blasted with knowledge there right at the end that I don't even know how to absorb it or how to recap it. We found a teleporter on the Ash Twin that took us to the center. What was it called? Something incredibly powerful. Probably related to the high energy lab on the other twin. That would make sense. Whatever it was powerful enough to do something that they hadn't been able to do before. Let's see what kind of information our ship's log put down for all that. Church Camp. Nomai Shipwreck. Underground Settlement. The Quantum Caves. The Ash Twin Project. A hollowed out chamber inside Ash Twin. The energy cables from the surface are plugged into a protective casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with Nomai masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep and Timber Hearth respectively. There's more to explore here. Yeah, no shit. The shell is finished, yep. So that thing, the Ash Twin Project, is extremely locked away. 8 monoliths with Nomai masks attached. The probe tracking module, Giant's Deep and Timber Hearth respectively. Well, we saw one statue in there. Could that be part of the probe tracking project? Ash Twin Towers. Several large Nomai towers form a ring around Ash Twin's equator. The Nomai built something called the Sun Station, but not everyone supported its construction. Chert has set up their astronomy gear at the North Pole of Ember Twin. Chert has spotted an unusually high number of supernovae recently. Chert thinks the lack of surface ruins means the Nomai must have lived somewhere underground. Chert thinks, yeah. Chert saw a Nomai shipwreck shooting a beam of light into the sky somewhere on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere. And Lakebed Cave. The Wandering Rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lakebed at Ember Twin's North Pole. A Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lakebed at Ember Twin's North Pole. The bottom of the dry lakebed. So does that mean I have to head right over there and get into that cave? That could be the case. Well, we've learned yet more about the Nomai, about what they were up to, although at this point in the game we're just getting more questions than answers. All we can do is keep forging ahead, keep trying to collate all this information, and see what we can learn about all these guys. And by guys I mean Nomai, who actually seem to be gendered as opposed to the Hearthians, which is interesting as well. Totally aliens with their separate genders. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you next time. Please comment, like, subscribe. Specifically comment. I want to hear from you. I want to chat with you. So go ahead and do that. Thanks, everybody.